know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know.
It's week 6 of the National Football League. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar's clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The line of scrimmage and taken down. Play action now, Prescott. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play. Looking to throw. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready, ready.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that never admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick slant, Dotson. And he is stopped just short of 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Drill 52.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, You give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hurry.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jacksonville's... Now back to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this one is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Okay, right?
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Set, ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second and 4. His throw incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Okay, ready?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sean Robinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Let's go now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going
he'll be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action. Prescott. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And now to Cottman's sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle.
fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run. It's a positive play for the offense.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On the ball.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 85 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Watson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, Prescott.
And he'll go under.
And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? It should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He gets his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now back to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, Elliott. And he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Prescott
looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Hey, check Megan.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. We're moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up 8th.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. Nope. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them.